so I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I definitely bought a snack and a drink just in case. It's a little lengthy. I've been getting a lot of questions, and I know a lot of people have been wondering, where am I? What's going on? Anybody that knows me and knows me well and have known me for a long time know that first and foremost, I don't play when it comes to Dare to Have Hair. I don't play when it comes to branding, marketing, and just being creative. Like, that's just who I am. That's just naturally a gift that God has put inside of me, and I thank God for that. So through my journey of entrepreneurship, since day one, I've been on go. God gave me the vision for Dare to Have Hair in 2012. After I prayed, because I was laid off of work. I worked for corporate America for 10 years. And then I was abruptly fired, not even laid off. I was abruptly fired. And I was on unemployment for about 2 years until I got a letter from the Obama administration basically saying, all right, sis, that's it, cut it, no more. And then I kind of was at a place like, well, what am I going to do? Because I wasn't prepared or anything. I kind of was just a sleeping giant, should I say, stagnant in life and content, yet not comfortable in the circumstance that I was in during that time. Definitely struggling, definitely not in a good position with my finances or my mental stability, let's just say that, okay? But I knew how to pray, and I prayed, and I said, God, I'm a tither, I'm a giver. You said I'm supposed to have more than one stream of income. But I don't know what to do. And I think a lot with us, and I'm sorry, this is going to be a lengthy video, but I'm going to get to the point of why I haven't been on social media, where I've been, but just walk with me, just follow with me. I believe a lot of us desire things and want things, but it's a disconnection with what we want and how we get there. And that has been me a lot in life. I have dreams, I have desires, but it's like, okay, how do I make this happen? How do I make these things come alive? How do I manifest these things, shall we say? And am I truly the manifester? Okay, is it me that manifests these things, or is it God? But nonetheless, how do I make my dreams and my visions come to life? So I was stuck at that point, and I prayed, and God gave me, an idea and a hunger, should I say, a hunger and a drive to start a hair company. And I knew it was from God, and the intensity was there, and the perseverance was there from day one. But we always need that confirmation, right? We always, for some reason, need validation. So I asked my mom, I asked my husband what their thoughts were, even though I knew this is what I should do. And they agreed. They was like, do it. And they invested and sowed in me. And I thank God from that. From that day forward, I hit the ground running, and I never looked back. And it's been a journey, but I thank God for it. So fast forward to now, I've been plunging through since day one, being creative, being my own influencer, dealing with influencers. God has gifted me with the knowledge and wisdom of marketing and sales, and just all these different things, the keys that I had within me that I was using to drive my business. And was it overwhelming? Heck yes. Was it stressful? Heck yes. Was there moments that I wanted to give up? Absolutely. I battled with going back and getting a 9-to-5 many days when it got hard. Was it challenging? Yes. Was it confronting? Yes. Was it intimidating? Heck yes. But I persevered through all of that, and the intensity of the things that I'm saying that it was, I don't even know how to tell you how great they were on me, on my life, on my household, on my mental health, on my emotion, on my physical body, on my mental body, on my spirit, on my spirituality, just all of that. So now I'm in this place where You know what I mean? I'm pursuing aggressively for God. This is just recently now, fast forward to now. I'm pursuing aggressively looking for God because 2022 and some of 2021, I know for a sure fact that the devil tried to kill me. And I will be opening up more and more with my testimony, but I know for a sure fact that he tried to kill me. I literally lost my mind, okay? But God still held me together in the midst of it all. So anyway, I was pursuing God and I started going to a new church. I joined several Bible studies, okay? God has put destiny helpers in my life. And as I'm pursuing God, I had an encounter with a man named Jesus. I had an encounter with God. And after I had that encounter, I literally was never the same. I could hear God's voice so boldly. I could feel his presence so heavily. My prayer life increased. My hunger for righteousness and his word quadrupled, and my love in my heart that I never had before, and that I'm still getting to learn, opened up to a different level when it came to people. Opened up to a different level to how I handle certain situations and how I want to represent God, and not just God, but his body and other people. And I started caring more about what God wanted for my life and how can I be a service and how can I serve other people versus serving myself. And maybe for some of you, you don't know me, so this might sound cute and nice, but if you really knew me, who I used to be, then you would know that it will only take an encounter for me to care about what other people have going on more than I care about myself, because I was a very self-centered and selfish person. I was very driven for just showing, and all of that just changed. So with all of that being changed, I needed to just take a step back. I took a step back from social media because I didn't want to be on social media with what I can get from it and people just looking at me. But if I'm going to come back to social media, it needs to be, how can I serve? First, the kingdom of God, and how can I serve others? What gift am I bringing to the table? And how am I representing my Father? And when I say my Father, I mean my Father in heaven. So with all of that, that's why I took a step back from social media. That's why I deleted everything off of my Instagram, because I don't want anything that represents self anymore. And I mean, it's still things on here, and it's not like I'm trying to delete my past, because my past is still there, and there was even more things that I wanted to delete, but God said let it stay there, because I need people to know where I brought you from. I need people to see who you used to be versus who I'm building you up to be. So there is some things still on here, and I'm gonna let them be, because I don't care about the opinions of men, and I don't care about how people see me. The only person that I want to please is my Father. So as I go through this new journey, I invite you to come with me. I encourage you to get in relationship with God for yourself, not religion, because you can be a religious crackhead. I was religiously pursuing Deshaun and Dare to have hair. Religion is just something that you do every day in routine. But I encourage you to have a relationship with God. Get in relationship with him. Get to know him for yourself, and let him get to know you. Not let him get to know you, but let yourself open up to him in a way where you're being honest with who you are, because he already knows who you are. He just wants us to be transparent and vulnerable to him. So get a relationship with God. Get to know God for yourself and get to know him as your Father. Go into a relationship as a child and get to know him as your Father, and let him just knock everything off the table and just start over from scratch, okay? Just throw everything in the trash. Just throw everything that you think you know, that you've been taught, what you've seen church is, because all of that is a whole nother situation. And church ain't church in the way it should be churching. So I encourage you to get in relationship with God and get to know him for himself. So for everybody that want to know where I've been, what I've been up to, no, I'm not depressed. I'm living my best life. And when people ask me, what do I do? or what I've been doing, I do God, and I've been doing God, and that's just where it's at. So I invite you on this journey with me as I continue to pursue God, as I continue to get to know my Father, and I'll have more to share. Bye.